there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with match number 1 in the Standard Daily here on Magic the Gathering Online. I've been having a lot of success with this deck, so I thought I'd enter it into a Standard Daily that just queued up. This is definitely keepable hand with the Arbor Elf first turn off of Stomping Grounds. Got the Zhur-Taa Druid, got the Elvish Archdruid, everything a girl wants. Alright, so we'll start that. Throw out this Stomping Grounds. Yes, we'd like to pay 2 life. I guess I didn't need to do that. What? I had a forest there. I didn't even notice my own forest. Alright, well, hopefully we don't die by 2 unnecessary points of damage. I'm hoping that I don't go up against a deck that hates out 1/1s, either like Electrickeries, or is it Staticasters, or Curse of Death's Hold. We'll try to avoid that. The good thing about this deck is it can go off as soon as turn 4, and very consistent by turn 5 or turn 6. So a lot of times a Jund deck that doesn't have much action and has cards like Thragtusk to try to stabilize does very little against this deck. Especially as you can see now, this next turn, I have a couple of options. I can go for a Druid, or I can go for a Druid or a Druid, but we're going to go for the Elf Druid, not the Human Druid. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out Senior Elvish Archdruid, and then next turn we got the Ogre Battledriver, and if we have a Soul of the Harvest or any way to draw cards, we'll be in great shape. So it does look like we're going against Jund. We could just go for the beatdown strategy. I think Ogre the Battlemaster, 2 of them is lovely. So I could go 2. Could I cast them both? If I do this, 1, 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana that we have open. Yes, we can. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we'll go the Ogre Battledriver here. Oops. Okay, we don't have the mana for it. Never mind. But that's probably... oh, yes, we do. We have the Stomping Grounds I can untap. I'm silly. So we're going to go Ogre Battledriver here. And we're going to untap the Stomping Grounds and throw out the Druid and actually just swing in for 3. You could have like a Shock. I don't know if people are playing that card these days. But not bad on turn 3 to get in there for 3 damage. And next turn we have another Ogre Battledriver. Next turn is quite weak unless we do draw into Soul of the Harvester, Garruk Primal Hunter, or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In fact, a Craterhoof Behemoth, though, is... oh, that was weird. MTG decides to finally bring up an old game that I played a while ago and tell me I just won it. That's nice of them. All right, so, okay, let's see here. So 3 damage goes probably unanswered. I don't think he can do anything with just a red. He could do Electrickery to kill off a Druid. And yeah, that would be a bit disappointing. But I don't know if these days, if Jund actually does even play Electrickery. So we'll see. Of course, another card in this deck that might be decent is a Hellrider. I thought about putting Hellriders in the sideboard, as this deck can be. It just seemed like it was overkill, though. You're trying to... Hellrider isn't the fastest card ever in this deck. You can get it out on like a turn 3, but it will be the only thing attacking in. And then turn 4, nothing really has haste. You can attack with all of your weenies. But it'll get in there for some decent damage. But ElfBall wants to do one massive swing. It doesn't want to do incremental damage. I mean, it can. It's quite possible for it. But it doesn't rely on the ticking the opponent down turn after turn. It just wants that one turn overkill. All right, so see, it seems like it does get in there for 3 points of damage. We will pass the turn on to our opponent. And hopefully he does not have like a Miracle Bonfire that would only do 1 damage, though. Hopefully he doesn't have, what could he do? Rolling Tembler. He can Abrupt Decay, can Farseek and miss his land drop. I'm definitely cool with that. And if we do draw into Craterhoof Behemoth, I think we will do a lot of damage. Okay, so Tragic Slip on the Druid. A little bit unfortunate, but it's not the worst thing that could happen to us. Rootbound Crag is definitely something I did not want to see. We can, though, however, swing in for quite a nice chunk of damage here. So both Ogre Battledrivers hit the field. Any subsequent card is going to be pretty brutal. Even a 1/1 is going to be a 5/1 haster. And again, the Craterhoof Behemoth is just going to be devastating when we do get it out. I also have the 5 lands, so if he does clear the board somehow with like a Miracle Bonfire next turn, I still can get back in this game with a Garruk Color of Beasts. Alrighty, so we will go ahead and do that. Attack in here for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, putting him down to a 5. If we had any sort of burn in our deck, he would be in pretty bad shape. A Thragtusk just completely gets him back in this game, which is what I think is going to be coming out. He doesn't have it, though. Elvish Visionary wouldn't have found us anything but another Archdruid, which would have been... We would have drawn Elvish Visionary to draw a Temple Garden, and Archdruid would have been too little too late by this point. Yeah, but another Archdruid, there's the Soul of the Harvest. So if we could have stabilized by that point, we would have been okay. All right, so against a Tragic Slip deck, I don't think the Domri package comes in. I do believe that maybe the Ranger's Guile comes in, but that's about it. As it will give us a way to save our guys, save a... Yeah, I'm wondering if that's actually the right call or not. Hexproof against a Tragic Slip. He's got other ways, I think, of... Man, his Domri actually might be decent here against a slow Jund. And I'm going to take out a Fervor for a Domri. I don't know if that's the right move or not. We'll keep in 2 Domris. I'm going to take out another one of card, and it might be a Gavony Township at this point. Just go down to 20 lands as we are on the draw, and just go from there. I'm going to submit it like this. I think 2 Domris is the right move here. If we can get out a second turn Domri. Ooh, now I'm wishing I would have had that Gavony. This is going to be a mulligan. I can't cast anything. A Primal Surge and a Soul of Harvest in my hand. Yes, I'm going to mulligan. This is much better. It's actually probably the best 6-card hand I can ask for. A Duress is absolutely nothing to me first turn. I'm trying to think of what other possibilities he could do. A Deathrite Shaman first turn isn't bad, but it's going to be a Rootbound Crag into play tapped. So I'm going to take 2 damage here, and it's definitely... That is just made the 6 cards that much better with a first turn play of an Elvish Mystic. Of course, he can easily kill it with a 1 point of damage Bonfire or a Tragic Slip. But next turn, I will be able to get out a Elvish Archdruid and let the beats begin. I mean, I actually might just go a Sage. No, I wouldn't go Sage. It's Elvish Archdruid all the way. And then we have the Ogre Battledriver, Elvish Visionary, and you know the drill. So probably a Farseek here. No, 2 mana to kill Mizzy Mortars off an Elvish Mystic. It is going to stop me from accelerating, but it's not that big of a deal. All right, so we need the mana for this dude. Actually, it is kind of a big a deal. I might actually want a Visionary here to try to hit another land drop, but we can Visionary next turn if we need to. So incredible amount of removal. I mean, he probably even has access to Abrupt Decays. It looks like it's going to be Farseek here. He looks stuck on lands as well. I mean, he hasn't played one this turn. Yeah, he does look stuck on lands. So, of course, a land here would just be amazing. It is a Stomping Grounds. Unfortunately, I don't think the Elvish Archdruid actually does evolve my guy, but it's going to give me some play. Because it automatically just ticks him up. And next turn we will have, again, we need to draw into that land, and we will have a Soul online. If we get the Soul online, that makes our deck incredibly good. 3 mana, I don't know what a 3 mana could be here. A Putrefy, okay. Yeah, it's definitely something. Again, a land here. I think the right play is definitely going to be Ogre Battledriver. I wish I had a way to... Well, do we Visionary here to try to hit another land? I need to evolve my guy. So we're going to Ogre Battledriver. Evolve. and attacking with the Sage. So he's down to a 16. He missed his land drop again. I'm getting quite lucky against this Jund deck. He's probably raging at this point. A lot of removal though. Mizzy Mortars, Putrefies. Oh wow, he is trying to just stick one creature and beat me down with that one creature by playing the control route. I'm sure that is his definitely his strategy here. Next turn though, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 mana, and all of my visionaries from this point on are quite lethal. They do 3 damage each. He needs to draw into another land for his Huntmaster, or this is just game. He needs to draw a Bonfire. An Ooze is not going to do it. An Ooze is going to be kind of annoying. But if I draw a land here, okay, I do draw a land here. It's going to be the Soul of the Harvest. And I can actually swing in with the Soul of the Harvest as well. And I don't know, I don't think I know, I want to kind of throw my Ogre Battlemaster under the bin for Scavenging Ooze, because it's going to give him a lot of life. I'm going to evolve my Gyre Sage. But, yeah, attacking with this, he goes down to a 9. Thragtusk at this point aren't that great, as I've got a 6/6 Trampler that can get incredibly big if I do draw into my one of Temple Garden. But if he can't find a reasonable solution for the Soul of the Harvest, I mean, it's going to draw me 2 cards off the Visionary. We might just be able to go off next turn. And he has to shock himself, so I'm thinking like Olivia is going to come out, or a Vampire Nighthawk. It is the Nighthawk. Nighthawk's good, but it's not crazy good. I mean, I'm not going to swing in anything to it. Another Stomping Ground is definitely something I don't want to see. This will draw us 2 cards though. And we're definitely going to swing in with our Elvish Visionary. Well, he does have he can block it with the Ooze though, is the thing. What we really need to draw into out of these 2 cards is an Elvish Archdruid. Here. And Garruk is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Garruk might just be game here. Zhur-Taa Druid is not going to do it. Kind of a dead card if you ask me. I think the right play is just to Garruk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I do have to play the Stomping Grounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, into play. And let's hope for some good triggers here. And if there ever was some good triggers, that's it. We get a ton of stuff here. And of course, I don't believe we attack in with anything at this point. We're just going to go for the ElfBall. And yeah, he's on a pretty fast clock by having to find a solution for a Garruk Caller of the Claw, a Soul of the Harvest, an Elvish Visionary, an Ogre Battledriver. He's definitely not in very good shape, we'll put it that way. So it is possible he could pump up his Scavenging Ooze up to a... No, that won't do it, up to a 5. I don't think there's any way he can kill the Garruk here. It's just going to get quite silly with Burning-Tree Emissary, Burning-Tree Emissary, Zhur-Taa Druid. He's got to find a solution for the Soul of the Harvest here. He's got to find a solution for a ton of things here, which I do not believe he's going to be able to find. And I'm just going to be able to aggro him out. I mean, these Burning-Tree Emissaries can hit for 5, so 5/5. Just swing in with everything is probably going to be it. And the Garruk Caller of Beast is going to probably find us some other cards. If nothing else, if I draw into like a Craterhoof Behemoth, I can just actually just cast it. You may put a green creature card from your hand onto the library. So I don't think there's much he can do here. Yeah, Huntmaster's definitely not going to do it. And I think this is going to be good game. In all honesty, okay, so he's got a tragic slip for something. I don't understand what he has here. I'm not going to take the bait. Okay, he's just going to tack down Garruk. And the Blood Crypt is up. I don't know what for what, like a tragic slip. But we can play. That's actually a decent draw in a forest, as it gives us some play here. We will reveal cards, see what we get. And even if we don't kill him this turn, we're still in great shape. Yeah, not the greatest draws here, but last time was great. And it fills our card hand up to 7. The thing is, we're going to Ogre Battledriver here. Draw a card, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have. No, that's definitely the right play. We get to draw a card off of this, and let the beats begin. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be an Arbor Elf. We get to draw a card, and it gets huge. Rootbound Crag doesn't do it. I think we're going to go Burning-Tree. And we can actually even use a Gyre. We can do a Sage to put in the other stuff. So maybe I'll do that right now. I don't think anything's going to evolve this. So I'm going to go Burning-Tree. Into Burning-Tree. Let's always yield to these. Always yield to these. And Yeva's actually kind of cool, but not going to have the mana. Well, we will actually have the mana for her, but I don't know if we care about that. So Burning-Tree again. (6/2) Burning-Tree Emissary is not bad at all. Yes, we'd like to use his ability. Gavony Township isn't a thing at this point. Zhur-Taa Druid. Another Soul of the Harvest. I don't have the mana for it. But we'll tap this, do a damage to him. For another Zhur-Taa Druid. There's our Temple Garden. We can tap it again. For another Arbor Elf or Elvish Mystic. Another Yeva. At this point, I think I can at least beat him down. He's got 3 blockers, no way to lifelink. We can Elvish Mystic here. And we can tap. How many hasters do we have? Do we have enough hasters to put out a Yeva? I don't even think it's worth it to put out a Yeva at this point, though. I mean, Visionary is cool and all. And at this point, though, I believe I just swing in for everything, and there's no way he can block enough of this. He can block 6/6/6 and still take, or 6/6/5 and still take 6, 7. He still takes 10. Yeah, he's just dead here. So we will attack in with everything here. I mean, he Tragic Slips one of them. Let's see what happens. He blocks 6/6. Tragic Slips that. And blocks a 5, and he still takes tons. So we are going to swing in with everything. And I believe this is game. Definitely not going to do it. He's not going to be able to block enough. And ElfBall wins us our first against the #1 deck in the format at the moment, which is Jund. I mean, everyone's playing it. Yeah, you're still dead, bud. That's like tons and tons and tons of damage. So he's going to be down to like a -12. Yeah, I'm cool with -12. Way dead. And we would have drawn Elvish Archdruid Primal Surge was the following play. And of course, it's just game if we get up to the Primal Surge. So anyway, this is Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Want to know in the Standard Daily. Thanks for watching.